Hey guys, just returned from a trip down to Miami and it was absolutely crazy fun down there. Now everyone knows when you go down to sunny places like that, it's hard to avoid the sun and it's hard to avoid some of the harmful effects of it, including getting a tan. Now I have to say, when I went down there, I did it the right way. I wore sunscreen and I kind of worked my way down because hey, if you're at the beach, you might as well come back with a nice little souvenir, which is a tan. However, so many people do it the wrong way. The craziest misconception about tanning has to be that the best way to get one is to burn because it turns to tan. That has to be the most awful thing I've ever heard in terms of tanning, because burning is direct skin damage. There's no doubt about it. When you burn, you're damaging your skin. Now, some people would say that tanning in general is damaging to your skin, and I do agree with that. However, there are some positive benefits from getting the tan. Increased vitamin D, so that's going to help your bones, help you have a nice strong body. Release of positive endorphins, which promote overall general health and well-being. And hey, if you look good, you feel good, it can't be that bad, right? I guess some people would have to debate with me on that one. You cannot deny that tanning leads to increased risk of skin cancer, premature aging, and of course wrinkles. So if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it the right way and wear sunscreen. Please, I'm begging you. I somehow can't convince people that sunscreen is not your enemy. Anyways, if you want to get a real tan, or at least something that looks like a real tan the healthy way, you can always go with Sunless tanners. Now, summer's coming up here in Philly. It's March. Prom season's coming up. Everyone's going to want to know, how do I look good without hurting my body? So today I'm going to introduce you to one of my favorite brands of Sunless tanners. Their brand is called Laboratories. You can find many of their products online, and I know some salons do sell their products. I have a 3-step kit here and I'm going to go over it with you. But first, I want to talk about Sunless tanners in general. They've pretty much got it down to a science. There's one ingredient that really creates a chemical reaction on the surface of your skin. It kind of oxidizes your cells and creates a nice brown color. It's called dihydroxyacetone, shortened called DHA. And the different amounts of DHA in each product are kind of lead to how dark the product is. You'll see here in a moment, one of the products is a sunless tanner, so there's a very high amount of DHA in that product. The other one is a tan maintainer, so it's a gradual sunless tanner. And in that one, there's a very low amount. So you should approach those two products completely differently. You have to remember when you're using sunless tanners is that you have to give it plenty of time to develop, at least 4 to 6 hours before you shower. My favorite time to use sunless tanners is right before bed. So I put it on, put some pajamas on, jump in bed. When you wake up in the morning, tan's all good to go. You can shower, put on your regular body moisturizer or a tan extender, something with a little tiny bit of sunless tanner in it, and go about your day. Many people make the mistake of getting a spray tan or using a lotion, and then either they are doing something that involves water, whether they're washing dishes or they run outside and it's raining. Any contact with water is going to create an uneven tan because it's going to kind of wash off your tan in those areas. So you have to plan it out accordingly if you want the results to be good. Many people are scared of sunless tanners because they've experienced a streaky tan where they've seen someone that looked orange before. I guarantee you, if you do it right and you use the right products, you're going to look great. Okay, so let's get started. This set retails for about $40, a little bit less than $40 online. It includes a loofah and a exfoliant. It also includes the actual sunless tanning lotion, and then again the tan maintainer. This brand is called Laboratories. I'll say the website now. It is sunlabsonline.com or sun-laboratories.net. You can purchase both the products on both of those websites. These people have been doing it for a long time and they know what they're doing. Out of all the sunless tanning products I've seen, this probably provides the most natural looking tan I've ever been able to get on myself. It's very important because when you use it, you don't want it to look fake. So the way you use these 3 products is, the first step, you gotta exfoliate. Jump in the shower, use a loofah with your favorite soap, or use these 2 together, or this one just by itself. This is basically just a body scrub. It does not lather up. but it does do a really great job of getting rid of all those dead skin cells. You really got to focus on your rough areas like your elbows, your knees, places where lotion can gather up and create a blotchy look. So use this all over your body, scrub-a-dub-dub, make sure you get rid of all those dead skin cells. This stuff smells excellent and does a great job. I mean, in terms of skincare, there's nothing too crazy in here. It's just a very basic gel with scrubbing crystals, but works great. Works even better in conjunction with a loofah. Okay, can't go wrong with a loofah. The next step would be to apply the actual tan. When I use sunless tanners, I always use plastic gloves. And you can purchase them, you can purchase a whole box of them if you want for cheap, or you can just buy a packet of 20. I've seen them at the local drugstore. But basically, put your gloves on, use this self-tanner here. It has a very dark color. It's almost like chocolate pudding is what it reminded me of, just like a warm consistency. It's got a very dark color, and I can show it to you. I have a plate here I'll spray it out on. Does a great job if I can get it out of the bottle. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, it's super dark, as you can see, and I'll kind of rub it around. It's got a very chocolatey brown color, and again, the consistency of like a warm pudding. But the benefit of this being an actual dark color is that you'll be able to see where you're putting it, so you'll know that it's going on even. Now, the color that you get from this tint here isn't going to reflect the actual color of the sunless tan, but again, it's kind of just like an indicator that shows you where you're putting it. Smells kind of like a apricot-y, walnutty smell. Not bad. Again, all sunless tanners are going to kind of leave you with a little bit of a funky smell. The chemical reaction that occurs on your skin lets off a very distinct odor. And no matter what product you're using, no matter what fragrances they put in it, you're going to have that smell. So be careful with product claims that tell you this tanner lotion won't leave you smelling like a sunless tanner, because it's going to. It's impossible. They can mask it with fragrances, but they can't make it go away completely. So use this, rub it all over your body. When I'm using gloves, the way I do the back of my hands is I will pull the glove up, rub the back of my hands, maybe my fingers a little bit, pull the glove down, and then do the other hand. You want to avoid getting the lotion on your palms altogether, because I guarantee you, no matter how much washing you do afterwards, you're going to kind of wash off some of the tan on your wrists and in between your fingers, and it's going to look very spotty. So just avoid getting it on your palms at all costs, and that's the way I get a really great natural looking sunless tan. Okay, so good stuff here. It also has some pretty decent ingredients. I see vitamin C, vitamin E, aloe, almond oil, which is probably where it gets that smell. Maybe it was like the smell as a result of the almond oil in here. But it's all good for your skin. Can't go wrong with it. So that's that. Now, how many times a week should you use that? I would say no more than twice, and spread it out by a couple of days. You don't want the sunless tan to build up too quickly, otherwise you'll be left streaky and maybe orange looking. If you spread it out a couple of days, it will kind of come on strong, fade naturally, and then you'll be able to put on another layer and it'll look great all over again. In between using the sunless tanner, that's when this maintainer comes in. This is basically a body lotion with a very small amount of DHA in it, okay, the sunless tan ingredient. They recommend using this every night before you go to bed or after a shower. The small amount of DHA will keep your sunless tan looking fresh. It'll keep it from looking blotchy and uneven. So you can use this in between to really help your tan stay at the same level it was the day after you use that. This stuff smells awesome too. It's got a very light texture. It is kind of like a gel, though it's not clear. It is opaque. It has sage extract in it, rosemary, again, vitamins C and E. Good stuff. Can't complain about it. Altogether, these three items are really a winning combination. You can't go wrong. Every once in a while, though, you should go back and exfoliate your whole body, just again to kind of get rid of those, help get rid of those dead skin cells, and that way your tan will look even, smooth, and natural, which is all you can ask for. Again, These 3 products, whether you decide to purchase a kit or whether you decide to purchase them individually, are available online, and the brand is called Laboratories. Again, the website's www.sunlabsonline.com. Okay? Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something about sunless tanning. Really, if you want to get a tan, you should do it the right way and use a sunless tanner. Last thing to remember, these aren't going to provide any UV protection, so if you do use sunless tanners and go to the beach, you still got to wear sunscreen. Okay, guys? Take care.